Good morning, C.W. Henry. Okay, so today I was thinking about what would be fun for students to do, and I looked outside, and the leaves, of course, are falling, and right now is a great time to go collect some and make a rubbing with them. So, if you've had me before in art, you've done these. We do them every fall because I think they're a wonderful way of having a little bit of science and art come together. And as a parent, it's also fun for me to collect leaves with my son on a walk and then make a little bit of art to keep the leaves because they don't keep well unless you preserve them. So when you go out and you're looking for leaves, students, today you're not worried about their color. This one happens to have some beautiful color on it. But what you're really looking for is interesting shapes. And I think holes and tears give the leaves a lot of authenticity. So you don't have to just find perfect leaves. You just have to find leaves that are interesting. They can vary in size and shape, and that will help your rubbing to have a more layered look. Then I have taken the wrappings off of all of the crayons. I did this last year, so I actually have all these ready to go. But you're going to be using the side of the crayon for this, so you want to make sure you take the wrapping off. And then I have taken some computer paper and I've made a little stack so that I can put the leaves under the paper I'm working on, and that way I'm not accidentally getting any of the rubbing of the texture of the table because I don't want the table texture. I only want the leaves. Now when you go to do the rubbing, one side of the leaf is very smooth. This is the top. This is the side that would catch the sun. Underneath the leaf has the veins and the textures. And this is the side that you want to do the rubbing from. So you'll put this side up. So let me show you this again. This is the side that will see the sun. This is the side that faces up. For your rubbing, you're going to flip it upside down and put that under your paper. Now, if you're working on a big piece of paper, you might have to go back and kind of find your leaf. But I know where mine is. So I have a relatively small piece of paper. And now I'm going to decide if I want one color or if I want several. So I think for this one, I'm going to put one or two colors on it. And I'm using the side of the crayon, and I'm working my way across the leaf, rubbing in small sections back and forth. To kind of find and capture that outline. I don't know if you can see this at all. Excuse me, let me rethink this and do a darker color. I don't know if I want purple. Let me try this red. So if you start over on the rubbing, it's a good chance your leaf or your paper will shift a little bit and you'll get kind of a double line, and that's okay. It can be very, very beautiful. So don't worry about having to line it up exactly because that will be very hard to do. There, that's a little easier for you to see. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Put that over there. Okay, now I'm going to use a different leaf. I'm not going to get rid of this though. You can use these over and over and over. This is a great time to do this because the leaves are fresh fallen from the tree, so they're not so brown and curled up that they crumble, but also they are falling off the tree, so you don't have to go collect fresh leaves from the tree because you really don't want to hurt the tree. So notice what I did. This is the side that would catch the sun. I flipped it over and I put it in a different place. So I have it here. And let's use a darker orange. Oh, these are so fun. I love them. Parents, I also have a little bit of pumpkin spice in here, I'm not gonna lie. So I've kind of gone all in. Very good. And now I got this big guy upside down, under here, different spot. Overlapping these can look really, really cool, but of course you can separate them and space them out. I've also seen them done where it's like a rainbow or a color wheel where it'd be red, orange, yellow with a different leaf, or the same leaf repeated in a circle. It can also look really great if you have white crayon and a colored paper that the white will show up on. That can look really great, and then that way you have a colored background. And there are a lot of different things you can do with these once they are done. Computer paper makes it a little harder because it's thin. Like, I'm using computer paper, so I really cannot put watercolor on top of it because it'll just deteriorate the paper. But if you are using something like a sketchbook paper or paper that's a little stronger, you can put watercolor on top of these. And like I said, if you're students, if you've had me before, you probably remember the crayon resist technique. And the wax in the crayon will resist the watercolor, so the watercolors will only show up on the paper, not on the crayon, which is a really cool way of adding a background color without disturbing your original color. I think I want more of this. All right. Now I have my first rubbing done. Now the beautiful thing about this is if I like parts of it, I can do that again. If I want to make different color choices like dark colors, purples, black, browns, I can do that too. I can change my leaf position. I can do all one leaf repeated. And of course, you can do the white on the colored paper, watercolor on it if it's a stronger paper, or you can draw the outline around the leaf after you do the rubbing. You can cut individual leaves out and collage them on other papers. When I do go for walks with my son and I have rubbings from them, they tend to be one leaf per paper. Just a little note like, made this today. I can't find them though. I make them and then I lose them. Parents, you might understand that. Okay, I hope this is a lot of fun for you today. It's also a beautiful day to get outside and collect some leaves. So enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon.